even my demons. Now, there was a time when they owned me. There was a time when the voices in my head were louder than my heartbeat. They screamed at me in the silence. They clawed at my sanity. In the dead of night, told me I was not. They told me I would never rise. They screamed at me. In the silence, they clawed at my sanity. In the dead of night, they told me I was nothing. They told me I would never ride. They told me I was born to crawl, born to break the weight of them for a while. I let them control me. I let them dictate my every move, every thought, my every breath. I was a president. My every move, my every thought, my every breath. I was a president in my own mind, trained to fears I didn't create, haunted by wounds I didn't deserve. The demons fed on my weakness, they grew fat on my despair. They whispered poison into myself, but been changed. Something deep within me snapped, not broke. Snapped like a chain, pulled too tight like a door forced open after years of being locked. I looked into the mirror one night, eyes hollow, body trembling, soul fractured, and I saw them. I thought everything, but I didn't collapse. I didn't surrender my smile and smile, terrified them because in death I realized something they never wanted me to. They were only as powerful as I left. They were only loud as my silence let them become. They were only as strong as my weakness permitted. And I was done being weak, I was done being silent. I was done letting them feast on my suffering while I starved for peace. I grabbed my demons by the throat, not with my hands, but with my will. I looked them in the eye and I said, you will not own me anymore. You will not control me anymore. You will not me anymore. And they laughed. They laughed because they had heard it before. They had heard the empty promises, the desperate pleas, and they laughed. They laughed because they had heard it before. They had heard the empty promises, the desperate pleas, the whole declarations of strength that crumbled at the first sign of pressure. But this time was different. This time I wasn't begging, I wasn't hoping, I wasn't praying for salvation. I fought battles no one will ever see. I bled in places no one will ever touch. I screamed into voice that swallowed every sound and gave nothing back. I clawed my way through dark, though it felt like drowning in black water. And every time I fell, I got back up. Every time they kicked me down, I rose again, water. And every time I fell, I got back up. Every time they pushed me down, I rose again. Every time they told me it was over, I showed them it was just beginning. I stopped running from the shadows, I turned around and faced them. I stopped hiding from the pain, I walked into it with my chest bearing, my eyes open. I stopped fearing the monster under my bed. My eyes open, I stopped fearing the monster under my bed. I became something. The monster fears they wanted me to break. They wanted me to shatter into 1,000 pieces and scatter into the wind like dust. They wanted me to become another ghost, another forgotten soul, another casualty of the world. I refuse to let them write my ending. I refuse to let them cause my tombstone while I still had breath in my lungs. I took every wound they gave me and turned it into a weapon. I took ever made it armor, write my ending. I refuse to let them cause my tombstone while I still had breath in my life. I refuse to let them cause my tombstone while I usually of the war within. But I refuse. I refuse to let them write my ending. I refuse to let them cause my tombstone while I still had breath in my lungs. I took every wound they gave me and turned it into a weapon. I took everything, Bill had breath in my lungs. Took everything, Bill had breath in perfect wound they gave me and turned it into a weapon. I took every scar and made it armor. I took every tear and let it harden into steel. They thought my pain would destroy me, instead to a weapon. I took everything. Even my demons knew how they look at me differently. Now the same voices that once screamed at me now whisper in reverence. The same shadows that once chased me now follow at my heels like loyal servants. The same feet once paralyzed me out walk like weeds when I walk through thee. I am not victory. The same fears that once paralyzed me now part like waves when I walk through them. I am not their victim anymore. I am their master. I didn't exorcise my demons. I didn't cast them out. I didn't pretend they didn't exist. No, I did something far more powerful. I dominated them. I made them understand best. No, I did something far more powerful. I dominated them. I made them understand that I'm no longer the frightened child they once tormented. I am no longer the broken soul they once fed upon. I am the one who walks through fire and doesn't burn. I am the one who drowned in darkness through fire and doesn't burn. I am the one who drowns in darkness and doesn't die.